Love this track. Let's check today's article. A Stray Boy and a Lonely Cat by Freya Fatima. September 29th, 2020. Midnight. The boy arrived at his home. The sound of the ticking engine filled the dark... Man, I love this track. It's just distracting. The sound of the ticking engine filled with a dark, empty garage, followed by the noise of the rusty metal door closed forcefully. He left the garage, and there she is, waiting for him to come back home. She always waits in the same spot, when around the same time. The boy smiled when he saw her. Meow! The cat called the boy, demanding the treatment she always received from him, every night, in the same spot, around the same time. You've been waiting for me. You've been waiting for me. You've been waiting for me, don't you? Here, said the boy, Here, said the boy to the cat while stroking her fur. The cat purred loudly and somehow can't stand still. She ran around the boy, stand on 2 feet. Man, the grammar's a bit weird here. I don't know if this is proper or improper. Stand on 2 feet, making noises, and many other things while enjoying their daily routine. Until suddenly, the boy decided that their interaction is enough for today. He stopped the stroke, left her, and closed the door. The cat understood that their time for the day was up. Then they returned to their own life. The boy did not give the cat something to eat, and the cat did not sleep next to him and help him relax. For she was not his, and he was not hers. What's the grammar here? It's weird. The grammar in this article is super weird and kind of ruined the story. But I like that idea. Honestly, I was just thinking I would love to just get a litter of kittens, raise them, and then just release them into the local area. Because I know stray cats are an eyesore and a problem, but back when I lived in Florida, we had a small army of cats. They kept pests to a minimum, for one, and two, they were super cute and awesome to have around. Sure, they fought and stuff, but it was nice having this ecosystem of just cats where we lived. Of course, we were out in the countryside, made it easy for them to find food, and I live in a suburb, so it'd be more difficult. But I think I'd love to do that one day. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Alexander. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright. You know what to do. Alright, this time tea. Let's just do tea ginger milk, because I am fucking dumbfounded with this recipe. I don't know what he wants from me, honestly. I think this is what I gave him last time, actually. Tea ginger milk. But yeah, I'll do my best with it. Oh, did he want a green tea? I may have fucked up and given him the wrong tea, but fuck it. Latte art. I have no idea how latte art works. Let's pour the milk in. I don't know. I think I made a fucked up tree again. Look at that. Enjoy your fucked up tree, sir. Try this. Thank you. It tastes just like I asked. Too bad it's not it. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What voice did I always forget which voice I give Hyde. More arrogant sounding, right? Less effeminate? What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. If you say so, buddy. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told him I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him till morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible that they may have had ties to the Mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on their stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck. Universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Oh, I see. How did you go as working as a bodyguard for working in the hospital, Gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed... I preferred if we skipped that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go to any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. Sorry. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I choose hospital admin instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you two. So, I'm just saying, if him and the astronaut is on screen for an entire day at any time during this game, I am not going to be able to act or not even act, do voices anymore, try to do voices, because I know I'm fucking talentless at this, but I have fun doing it. I know that I'm not going to be able to play for a while. I felt exhausted afterwards last night. I know. Anyway, Alexander, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? No. So it's tea-based. The lemon will increase the cool. Increases the cool. Increases the warm. TBT ginger and mint, right? Yeah, it would have to be tea ginger mint. Let's hope this does it. Ginger mint tea. Hope it's what you're looking for, buddy. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil. Hello, good people! And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work. Ugh, how could you tell? We'd call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Alexander my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I can help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And I also did some stories for the paper. Shit, did I do today's story? Yes, it was. It was the cat story. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break sometimes. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care such as operations, I go through I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. Kinda like a biz dev for people's lives then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough, whereas heartless people like my friends here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people really talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist, or think about the necessity of it. Exactly! It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep a hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You. He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Hyde. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Whoa! Wait. 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy! Ask for promotion, man! They keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial. Take it! Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Alexander. And you, Freya. See ya! Take care on your way. Right. Stretching. You know, it's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So how did you guys meet? Oh, excuse me. Seriously? I have to retell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Time skip. Whoa! Whoa! I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? ... Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Jesus, Freya! Seriously, Freya? Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. He only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle? Hey, I didn't know all about that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. He knows how to work a staff and he makes my body hot. Okay, never mind. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. After a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. No surprises there. But I kind of pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been Oh, fuck my throat. Oh my god. Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name last time we visited. Do you have a name? It is Fury! No. Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil. Yes. Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. Huh, Hyde's profile got updated. Favorite things, the fact that I've been in blood sober for 10 years now. Yeah, because he's going with synthetic blood, vegan blood as he calls it. He's currently a model. He in the past he was a stock trader, entrepreneur, and venture capitalist. Interesting. That kind of stuff, that kind of job would work a lot better if you lived for more than 100 years. You could really take a look at trends. You could really like experience trends in real time and rely on them. Neil. Hi, Neil. He's on the list now. That's cool. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Oh, like Neil Armstrong. I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the cookie shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hyde. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you are not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean more than a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah, the Arami Jandrew album cover. No wonder you look familiar. That's the guy who plays the For Release song. Yeah, here we go. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That's how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything? Yes! We won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything. Yes! What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise, but we doubt you'll be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. A drink with a feeling to it. Oh, if we want to make him feel something, we would want to basically do the closest thing to drugs, which would be an espresso. So, coffee, coffee, coffee. Triple shot espresso coming up. Here you go, buddy. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink. Woo boy. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Oh boy, here we go. Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us. We are travelers, doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. That's one way of looking at it. Wow, wow. It turns out that pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You do have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Oh man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You are a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further. If it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with him, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, doesn't mean that you are willing to... No, I don't want to read that. Fuck. Doesn't mean that you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories. Wow. No wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner, in exchange for our stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or my husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yeah, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Because people like to have multiple offspring, because we lack contraceptives currently, or we have contraceptives, which makes us think that we are immune to pregnancy, when in reality it's as bad as ever. People aren't as safe as they used to be, because there are many treatments for the repercussions of unsafe sex. People are bored, people are more lonely and horny than they used to be. There's a lot of reasons why. Should go away in a couple decades, though. Now that you mention it. We don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. I disagree with that second one there, Hyde. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint in taking care of the planet. Well, yeah, even if you have free will, you need to hold yourself to it. You need to hold yourself to a standard, because if you don't, then life becomes chaos. At least that is what we gathered for your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. No, it's not stupidity. It's mainly just emotional sensitivity. I guess it would be stupid. No, it's not stupidity. It's not stupidity, though. I don't know. I think that's an overly simplistic way of looking at it. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today, but we also have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know. But before you talk about marriage...
Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend?
You should start by asking whether she's actually single.
Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single?
Yes, I am single.
Do you want to be our girlfriend?
Now, the path to starting dates varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to somebody.
Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated.
It can be easier if you're a smooth talker.
Smooth talker?
Someone good at communicating with others.
That'd be really challenging for us.
Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms.
Condoms?
It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy.
Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring?
Pleasure. It's the motivation. It's the inherent evolutionary motivation for breeding. The thing is, we now do it for the pure motivation rather than for the actual reason, and that's not really a problem, I guess. Nothing wrong with pleasure. Just don't indulge in it too often.
All this information is too much to process in one evening.
So we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink, a condom might be something you can't use at all.
That's true.
How do you do it?
We are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details unless we agree to do the mating ritual. ...
I don't want to imagine how it's done.
Oh, you don't need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part.
We did our research. We tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven.
The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir.
Anything else on Earth, sir? Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult.
It is. I have to agree with that.
Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base.
How will you proceed with your mission for this newfound information?
We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed, after all. It was really nice talking with all of you.
You're welcome.
We are off now.
Bye.
Take care on your way, sir.
I'm grooving to this music. Let's check the recording, make sure everything's going as planned. Looks like it. Excellent. Let's go over and check our Twitch stuff. Huh. Oh, I'm the only viewer. That makes sense. I was wondering why it says one viewer, because it's me looking on the other screen.